All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Conversations with Curtis. Happy Friday. End of a week. Another week went by. Today we are at part 2 of our playthrough of Wajidai Games Technobabylon with our special guest, the spoony one himself, Noah Antwiler, is back. He came back. It's always surprising to me when people decide to come back. I used to do theater, and I always thought that no one would show up after the intermission, and was always surprised when they did. So happy to have Noah back today, and he'll be out in just a couple of minutes. Good to see you all. Thanks for joining us. Hello, Ozzy. What's up, Schwex? See a lot of folks that I don't normally see, mostly because of our guest today, Josh Butler. Good to see you. Monk, there you are. Yeah, it's going to be a good stream today. If you are a regular and didn't get a chance to join us this week, there's some great streams that you go back to. Tori and Daniel and I continued our journey through Puzzle Agent, which is really fun. We had some technical issues, but we were able to get through the game pretty well, and we'll come back to that next week, I think. And then this past Wednesday, Daniel and I sat down with Gary Spinrad, the composer of Phantasmagoria 2, A Puzzle of Flesh, and had a listening party of his composed music for that game. It's really just a great soundtrack, and it was really neat talking to him, and it was fascinating to see how surprised he is that people love that soundtrack so much. I don't think he's pretty hard on himself, and he doesn't feel like he did as good as he could have. But I think that he started to realize what an impact it had. So that was really cool. So a good week this week of streams, and we get to finish it up today with more Technobabylon. So I got nothing else other than just to say thank you all for joining. We're just thrilled to have you here. And the reason we are here is because of our Coffee and Patreon members. I am a broken record, and I say this at every single stream, but it's meaningful, and it's important that people know that the reason we're here is because of the folks that are supporting us and making this channel happen. And that's this group mainly right here, our $10 and above members. They have been contributing on a monthly basis, and we just can't thank them enough. And as always, I just want to do a huge shout out to Malika Chandler for being our top donor, followed by Francois, Robbie, Moffat Reborn, Tyler, Yuma81, and Corbichu being the top echelon of those donors. It means a lot, and it's what keeps this channel rolling. And the more support we get, the more we can continue to bring more content throughout the week. So consider it if you can, and if not, you can always give a one-time donation in these streams. And so what we do is we keep a running tab of our top 7 donors throughout the course of a 30-day period. And so if you're able to just support us, with a one-time donation, please do so through Coffee. I've mentioned this before, but if you're new to us, YouTube takes 50% of all donations that you give to your favorite streamers, and Coffee allows us to keep all of it except for whatever PayPal fees that there are. But so that your money goes to the people that you want it to. So please use coffee.com if you'd like to donate today. That would be awesome. One other thing I'll just say is that because Spoonie is he brings in a lot of folks that we don't normally have. We usually have a text-to-speech chat that goes with our donations. And there were so many of those last Friday that it really kind of got in the way of us having a good conversation and playing the game. So we will see those donations as they come in today, but those all the audio widgets will be silenced. And at the end of today's stream, we will read out loud all of the chats that come along with those donations, and we will respond to those at the end of the stream. So that is where we're at today. All right, let's bring Daniel out real quick before we bring out our guest. Daniel,
Hi.
How
How are you?
Good. How are you feeling about our week this week?
Well, you mentioned the streams, but I also had an interview yesterday. I interviewed Steve Conrad, who was a Sierra developer back in the 90s. And we had a nice short chat.
Boy, how many interviews are you sitting on right now that have not been?
I'm sitting on 4. Released. And since we have so many streams, I don't have time to edit them or any time slots to actually release them.
We're too busy creating content to release content.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, maybe we should just stop streaming for a while so you can release your interviews.
No, I'm sure we'll have a few breaks in the fall, and I'll be able to release some of my interviews. And it was a nice interview because usually I like to be surprised. I like to be surprised in my interviews. Most of the time, I research the people I interview so much that nothing they say is actually new to me. So I know what they're going to say. I have my questions, but I know what they're going to say. And when they actually surprise me, these are some great moments. And yesterday, Steve Conrad, who was also the developer on Phantasmagoria, was able to surprise me by knowing who that lady that we were looking for was. Remember her?
No, sorry. So there's a huge bang upstairs. So you lost me for a second. I'm worried that.
Okay, so in Phantasmagoria 1 resource files, there's an animation of a woman that wears Adrian's clothes and it's not Victoria.
Yeah. We showed that.
And we asked everyone. I asked Rudy from Sierra Chest who that person was, and he didn't know. We asked Roberta on our interview, and she didn't know. But Steve just mentioned it as an afterthought.
He knew who it was?
Yep.
Oh, you finally got your answer. That was a big thing for you. That was very important.
Yeah.
And also, speaking of important Phantasmagoria 2 moments, you got to have a listening party. I mean, that was a big deal for you to be able to sit down and listen to Gary Spinrad's full, composition with him and chatting with about it. That must have been was that a bucket list for you?
Yep. And now that we've got through that listening party, I think that we should do one with the people from LucasArts. You can interview composers and you can talk in general about their work. But unlike talking to developers and writers who can actually put their work into words, music is something you need to listen to while you're discussing it. So a listening party for The Dig or Monkey Island with the LucasArts composers would be a great idea, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, it's always fun talking to you, Daniel, but we don't always have our guest joining us today. So let's get him out here so we can bring him into the conversation. So everybody, please welcome our good friend, the Spoony one himself. Noah, how are you, man?
Hey, doing fine, thank you.
Good, welcome back.
Yeah, good to be back.
You came back. That's always a plus for us when people decide to actually come back when we ask them.
Of course. I want to see how this game ends too.
I'm looking at your T-shirt, and I remember you told me about the origin of the Spoony one, and on our Discord channel, Zen Solipsist, he found he created a screenshot of the moment that Tella says "You Spoony Bard," that you found that from. So it's kind of fun seeing that.
Yeah, it's just one of those moments that just for some reason stuck with me as a kid, and it's Final Fantasy is one of my favorite games, so it just stuck with me.
Yeah. So we were talking before we started our stream. You were talking about a game that you are very, very excited about coming out next week. Why don't you tell us what this is?
Baldur's Gate 3. That's coming out on August 3rd. Really looking forward to it. Looking forward to live streaming it. It's going to be one of the biggest games one of the most anticipated games in quite a long time. I don't think it's an understatement to say that it's looking to be kind of a game changer in terms of like what like a major studio release RPG can be, because it's been in development for a long time. So yeah, we're really looking forward to that one.
And have you seen any, or do you even want to see any like trailers or anything, or do you want to go into it cold?
Well, it's been in early access for a couple of years now, so I've seen a little bit of it, but I've been trying to keep myself pretty far away from too many spoilers. So the early access is only like the first act of the game, so that's all I've seen is what's in early access. But otherwise, I've been trying to keep myself pretty distant from it.
It's overwhelming. You know, when you come to this world as late as I did, it's so overwhelming. You know, we have a little channel that's just, games suggestions for games that we'll play, and it's just there's so many, and it's like books. Like you're just never going to read all the books, and there's a certain point where you just have to acknowledge that and just keep pushing along with whatever you're doing right now.
It's just like when your kids find out about the music from the 70s and 80s. There is so much to listen to. When at first they listen to things from they hear on the radio or current pop music, but then they find out about the 80s and 70s.
Yeah, I haven't listened to what music the kids listen to these days in a long time. I don't know anything about
you shouldn't.
music.
Where did you stop? What era did you stop?
Hair metal. That was pretty much the last new music I listened to that I actually liked. So I don't even really like hair metal. So, but I'm very much a classic rock guy, or as they call it, they actually do call them the oldies now. So stuff like Ozzy Osbourne and stuff like that.
Speaking
of classic metal.
Right now, this isn't metal by any means, but it's old 70s rock. The bassist, the original bassist for the Eagles, died, I believe, today.
Oh, that's yesterday. A shame.
Yeah, that's so people have been talking about, shouting out to him. All right, well, we want to dive in. Anything else we want to address?
I'm ready if you are.
All right, well, let's do it.
Let's see if this game still works. Okay. Say fine.
So we were talking also about we may have blown our cover by doing the right thing and reporting the murder to our superiors.
I was trying to be a good cop.
Yeah, doing the right thing is always wrong in adventure games.
Yeah. So this game could potentially be over in 5 minutes when they come and fire us, but we'll see what happens.
Okay, let me give.
So,
who's got the controls? Is that
no one does?
No? Okay.
I do?
Yep.
There we go. Okay. So, where we last left off is we found this exploded dead body all over this bedroom. And there's a jacuzzi in the middle of the bedroom for some reason.
It doesn't look like a jacuzzi. It looks like a kiddie pool.
Yeah. And at the bottom, I believe there's a gun.
Yeah,
but I don't think we're willing to reach.
She keeps on stepping on the evidence.
And at one point she says something like, don't destroy the evidence, and she's walking everywhere
at the bottom through the mess.
Careful how you get it out, though. You're the one who's always lecturing me about contaminating crime scenes with DNA, after all.
Well, there's a reason for that. You keep walking through it. So how do we get it? So that's our next puzzle, getting the gun.
That's our puzzle, is getting the gun, yeah.
And we also talked a little bit about how much exposition the first part of yet last week. There was just so much that they gave us.
What is this?
The moment your cursor went over that, it could be a jigsaw puzzle.
An interesting design choice.
An interesting design choice indeed. Okay, so do we need to grab something to get the gun? Do we need to use some sort of was something to get the gun from.
PHE Systems, wardrobe, storage control, mechanical error. No, get off of it. Wow.
All right, please ensure. What's the last part? Ensure what?
Wait, code
What is
hanger.
a code hanger?
That's a pixel hunt if I ever saw one.
Does it ever? After a couple of tugs, the hanger comes loose. Now we can go get our gun. Oh, nice.
See anything interesting?
There's an empty gun rack in here. Ammunition, maintenance tools, cleaning spray, but no gun.
In their closet?
Maybe it's their outdoor gear. There's fishing
The gun's
equipment
in the
here as
pool.
well.
Are you taking stuff again?
It might be useful. Call it a hunch.
Okay, we're
I
back
got
to
a fishing
being a rogue cop. I like it. All right.
Okay, so fishing rod. Let's try using that.
It's nice that after we stepped all over the evidence, we're trying to follow protocol and not just shove the hand into
Reach
the
our
pool
hand.
of blood and get the gun.
Nothing
Now,
biting?
what's the bait?
There's nothing on the end of the line. No way I can hook that pistol.
Is the we put the coat hanger at the
hanger.
end of the line. Yeah, on the thing.
Now it's got one enormous hook.
There we go. You could probably just
That's a very
Use the
interesting
code-
inventory. We got a hand, a gun, fishing pole.
Nothing biting?
The hook sinks, but I can't catch that pistol at the bottom.
oh we gotta weight it down. He says the hook sinks. What? The
Maybe it's
You
too
can't
heavy.
catch. It's not good enough to get to the thing at the bottom.
we got the robot. Did we already
Okay,
open
there
that
was
fridge?
a thing with a password on it. Hang on, what was that? Our special. Okay, there was a picture. I think it was Paris.
Mullet Man writes, we need some bait. What do pistols like to eat?
Bullets.
Bullets.
It is Paris. Or Eiffel
Okay.
Tower.
In
Oh, right.
Las
We
Vegas.
were also pleasantly surprised that a game from 2015 had a same-sex couple just very nonchalantly being addressed.
Yeah, but you guys had it back in 1996.
Yeah. Well, we were more. Oh, there we go.
It's
Oh, good
definitely
call.
his
Oh,
hand,
wait.
But the system won't recognize it.
Biometrics not approved.
I'm just yammering away while Noah's actually trying
That's
to,
all right. That's all right.
to play the game.
Oh, somebody told me there was something out in the hallway. Hang on. Let me go to the hallway. Somebody told me I missed something.
Oh, maybe the Roomba.
No, not the Roomba. The floating sculpture.
You've never struck me as much of an art lover.
I'm not so keen on this kind of thing. The mag coil keeping it floating, however.
Picked up mag
Mag.
coil. Okay. So I have a new realization. I was watching that door slide open, and you're like, "Ooh, that's a sliding door," and that would be kind of cool to have someday.
There, a magnet at the end of a fishing line.
For catching submarines?
No, for catching pistols. Nice, Noah, and whoever it was that told Noah that we missed something. A perfect sound
The
effect.
murder weapon?
One of them,
Blank.
anyway. Why is it in the jacuzzi, though?
What we really need is a witness.
Anyway, I wanna-
Antique
the
semi-automatic
idea-
pistol, probably not listed
Go ahead,
in
I'm
the
sorry.
city's firearms register.
No, I'm going to go on a little jag. So I'm watching that that door open, it reminded me of, we just recently bought, we got a new used car, and the new used car has an automatic seat in the driver's seat, where it automatically goes forward and backward, and as opposed to just sort of the lever that you can push back and forth. And at first you're like, oh, that's really cool. I mean, it's this electric seat, but it's so ridiculously slow that, like, with it, if you had a regular car, you could just, because my wife and I are different heights, and so it takes forever to get it to where you want, where if you had a normal seat, you would just lift up the lever and you'd be immediately where you are. And then the same thing, a year or so ago, we bought some really cool reclining chair that was electric to go back and sort of, but it takes like forever. And you realize that these electric things that seem so helpful are really just a total pain in the butt. You don't ever buy an electric chair or a car with an electric chair. That's my goal. That's my rant for today.
And they're just like back in the 90s, when they believed that if they'd create 3D environments to do basic stuff, like instead of you clicking on Windows 95, clicking the start button and go to programs and clicking, I don't know, Microsoft Word or whatever, you'd need to go in a hallway and then go to the right towards Microsoft Office, and then go to the right towards Microsoft Word. So yeah.
Cooking gel and a knife.
All right, back to the game. Enough. All right, here we go. Cooking gel. Where'd you get that?
There's a cabinet.
Ah.
There's a cabinet here.
It'd be great if she was just leaving bloody footprints wherever she goes at this point. This exothermic wetware gel is used for food preparation. The gel cooks food that it's mixed with, releasing chemical energy as heat at a desired temperature while it breaks down.
Jeez.
Temperature control, so you can...
Wait, is there something we need to heat up?
Must be.
Let's boil the pool of blood.
Oh, we got Sheffy. She's there. She's part of the whole...
That can get really hot.
Let's ask her. Does it heat up in her pocket if you keep it up?
Hang on, let's do
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.
Maybe the gel heats up the body part, the hand.
It's nice that Wedgetai Games recognizes the fact that these games are mainly played in Europe nowadays. So they show you the Fahrenheit as well as the Celsius.
That's good. Was that probably wasn't the case originally?
Let's try this. Let's try the 98 degrees.
Okay. Thanks for the donation.
This is so gross.
You cover the hand in the thermal gel, and
so we heat up the hand, and then it appears alive, and then you can use it on the thingy.
Nice. Did you come up that with yourself there, Noah, or was that a?
Yeah.
Nice.
Because Biometrics needs a warm hand. It's been in the floor for a while.
But we were yapping about 3D environments and electric appliances, and you.
He's trying to make up for calling in the dead body.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah.
Al's Body Shop. Whoa, we got a bunch of stuff here. This is his Contactless.
What do I want to dial here?
Binky Franklin, Beatrice Wells, Cell Emergency Cleaners, Custodial Cleaning Repair.
Dragon.
This is a lot. What is there something, or is this like are we looking for a needle in this haystack here?
Could be, unless it wants me to check every last one of them.
Why don't you just randomly pick one and see what...
Information line.
Yeah, okay.
We're sorry, but the number you've dialed is no longer in service. Goodbye.
So I bet we'll get a bunch of those. Legitimate Johnson.
Hello. You have reached the offices of Legitimate Johnson, Nigerian.
Legitimate
Please leave your
Johnson.
name, number, and social security after the beep.
Leave your social security.
Thank you, Attorney.
Hey, Turnian,
SNS
thank you so much.
Synthetics. Steve Lloyd.
And again, everyone, we will
Welcome to
read
Normal
your...
training. Making your butler snooty is our duty. How can I help you?
I don't know, very Phantas 2 vibes here. Again, everyone, if for those who are donating to today's streams, we will read your chat that accompanied those donations at the end of today's stream. SNS Synthetics.
Stepford and Son, Synthetic Associates. Liam
Hey, a live
Stepford
person.
speaking. Ah,
Nice.
Mr. Vanderwaal. I trust everything is satisfactory.
Mr. Stepford, my name is Dr. Charles Regis. I'm a
Nice.
cell agent.
Oh my, yes. How may I help, Dr. Regis?
I'm investigating the death of one of your clients, Gill Vanderwaal.
Oh my, yes. That sounds terrible.
Oh my, yes.
He doesn't sound at all surprised.
We've got your company's name linked to the synthetic in the apartment.
Oh my, yes. A repurposed IL-240 platform running a BN110187 update cycle. A maid, yes. And a very expensive one it was too, yes.
That looks like the one.
Oh my, yes, he purchased a complete body, though it looks like he had some afterwork done on it elsewhere, oh yes.
What kind of afterwork?
It
I
looks
love
like
this
the
guy.
personality was tooled elsewhere, yes. Likely to more particular tastes, yes.
Not something you'd do?
Mr. Regis, this is a family business, oh yes? We simply sell platforms. We cannot be held responsible for alterations thereafter.
You know, it's funny that's the constant oh yes. It reminds me. I have a friend of mine who attaches the phrase "Do you know what I mean?" to almost every other sentence that they are saying, and you realize after a while, because you're constantly going, yeah, I know, and then you realize they're not really asking anymore. It's just a habit at this point.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about this synth?
Everything up until its point of sale, oh my yes. We recently
yes.
acquired a number of IL-240 platforms, formerly industrial models. With some cosmetic retooling, they're fit for a great many humanoid roles, oh my yes.
Like housework?
Oh my yes. Like this platform, we sell many without including a personality. There are a
This
great
guy.
many legal and ethical restrictions on the sale of AIs within Newton. But if one were to acquire an AI mind state from elsewhere and incorporate it,
It
Are
leaves
you
completely
wishing you
blame-free
never made
for
this
whatever's
call?
done with it.
quite
Little
so,
bit.
Dr. Regis. Oh my yes.
The synth in question
Oh.
is powered down. We need to ask it some questions.
It shall need to be revitalized then, oh my yes. Likely it misgauged its own consumption rate, was unable to reach a charging point.
Is there any way to fix it?
Oh my yes, you can remove the power cell from the upper torso. It will be concealed by the pseudodermal layer of outer skin, but this can be removed with a sharp implement.
So, I have to perform surgery.
You will need to remove the power cell and charge it separately. The platform should return to full operation thereafter, oh yes.
That's all I need to know for now.
Please don't hesitate to get in contact if you think we can help, oh my yes.
So who was it that? What was the contact that you called? It was the
SNS Synthetics,
Okay,
which I guess is the guys who made the robot maid.
yeah. So we have a knife. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Going after it with a steak knife.
What are you up to?
Just doing some surgery.
Looks legitimate. Legitimate Johnson.
Picked up power cell. Now we got to find an outlet. What's that right there?
Looks like
Guess
an
that doesn't charge it.
electrical trash.
That could be a trash can, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
6 hours later.
Wait, did it fit? Did it go in there? Did it work? Okay.
Now, there's the slight chance, I'm going to save here, that this maid will go psychotic and kill everybody once I put the power cell back in it.
Like they usually do.
Well, somebody's dead.
That's true. That would be amazing. I don't think it's going to happen.
Fast charge.
CI wetware systems
Beginning reboot. Beginning recovery from
critical failure.
basic input-output executing.
MBR unified bootloader executing kernel.
Kernel executing
SBININIT.
Wait.
Calibrating
CI state with
USD.
Powerful
Oh,
outlet.
that is better.
Oh no. All that to get to the bad
German accent.
German accent.
Bonjour, monsieur.
That's French.
Or French.
Okay.
Oh, lots of talking.
Who are you?
Je m'appelle Chantal. I am Monsieur Gill et Monsieur Dacqueray's maid.
You're a synthetic maid?
Pardon, mademoiselle? I do not understand.
A synth.
Excusez-moi, what is a synth?
It certainly stays in character.
I help the masters with their household things.
And where were you made?
Mademoiselle, I was born in France.
Yeah, because all French people I know run on graphene power cells.
What can you tell me about the Vanderwaals?
They are the best employers a young French girl could hope to have.
Are they really?
Quite so, monsieur. So loving. And with such exquisite taste.
Wow, they must have got this one customized for sycophancy.
Do you know anyone who might want to hurt them?
She's
Oh, no,
not a
monsieur.
fan.
They are beloved by all.
What the hell happened upstairs?
How do you mean, monsieur?
The room's recent redecoration. Shades of Gill everywhere.
And the body of Dakari Vanderwaal, shot to pieces in the tub. Any opinions on this?
Oh, monsieur, I cannot discuss this. I have been told
What?
most strictly not to discuss what goes on upstairs.
Even if it includes the double homicide of your owner?
I have my orders. What would Monsieur Gill think if I went against him?
Probably not a great deal anymore.
She doesn't quite seem to get what's happened.
Might not have been written with a comprehension of abstracts like death.
Two men have
A
been
lot of
killed
work to do here.
upstairs. There's
Yeah.
blood and human remains all over the room and all over you. If you weren't
get to
directly
cleaning.
involved, then you're at least a material witness.
I am sorry, monsieur. I cannot say what happens upstairs. Monsieur Gill, he values his privacy greatly.
How about we take you down to cell and manually pull your memory apart?
Regis, it's a synth. Threatening it won't help.
What do you do around here?
I do the cleaning, the cooking, and the shopping.
And that's it?
Monsieur, it would not be proper for me to say.
So you are a sex bot.
Mon Dieu, how dare you infer such a thing?
What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Monsieur, I remember many things. My memory is holographic, but I have Monsieur Gill's confidence to consider.
Even if cell requires it?
I cannot simply discuss what happens around here without his permission.
He's certainly paid for loyalty.
All right, we need to
may have
figure
to-
out how to get permission. Why the person to have you?
We have to call the designer
If you
back.
had your
Oh my
safety
gosh.
protocols removed,
Monsieur,
would you be able to do anything Mr. Vanderwaal told you?
anything?
Anything.
Monsieur, you should not ask such questions. I am just the maid.
Why the hell did they get a synth like this?
Surely you realize, monsieur, all the best maids in the world, they are French.
And the best lovers, I hear.
What are you implying, mademoiselle?
I never had Gill down as quite such a francophile.
I am also very discreet, monsieur. When you care for someone's home, there are a lot of things that you hear.
Or do.
Mademoiselle, such slander. And even if true, I would not say. I have Monsieur Gill's confidence to think of.
Thanks. We'll keep looking around.
My pleasure to have helped, monsieur.
We didn't get anything. We got no information.
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna call the robot guys back.
Call the hint line.
Stepford and Son, Synthetic Associates. Liam Stepford speaking.
Oh my yes.
We believe this synth to be a material witness, or involved, in a murder.
Oh my, no! How horrific!
Oh God, here
It's
we go.
unwilling to cooperate with us then.
It's all going to be
Vanderwaal
no's
seems
now.
to have ordered it to remain silent about certain areas of his home.
Oh my, secrecy is one of many reasons that users opt for non-OEM personalities. If you wish, I could have one of my engineers disassemble its mind state in order to recover memories. This may take several hours depending upon the algorithm used for laying down synaptic engrams.
I'm afraid time is a critical factor, Mr. Stepford. Is there any way I can do it here?
Or there may be, oh my, yes. I shall transfer you the necessary tool.
Wow. Splitter. Mind state splitter.
Yes, explain this.
What's this splitter for?
CI platform minds are modular, Dr. Regis, oh my, yes. All are made of 3 components: personality, role, and platform memory. The maid's desire, not to tell you, likely stems from her personality.
So if she had a different personality,
Something more helpful.
she might tell us what we need to know.
It may not be quite so simple, but that is the foundation of the idea, oh my, yes.
Where would I find other mind state modules?
Any other platform that runs a communicative interface. It is not simply limited to synthetic platforms, oh my, no.
Ooh.
This performance is just dominating.
We could get the Roomba to clean the upstairs bedroom.
What does a personality do in a synth?
The personality determines a great deal of its behavior, oh my, yes. In many cases, it's the most noticeable part of its intelligence. It governs how it may act and how it behaves in its interaction with users.
This one thinks it's a French maid.
Perhaps copied from the mind state of a real example of such.
What does the role memory do?
It alters how a platform will perceive a situation, and also acts as a source of knowledge for its job.
How would it be different?
Take, for example, a man in the street. A platform with the role of a sales clerk may see a customer.
A law enforcement unit may see a potential suspect.
Oh my, yes, and the role will furnish it with instructions on how
Right.
to handle it.
So okay, let's. So you've got Sheffy on this hand and this guy in the other. Which one's more annoying?
Which one's more annoying? Sheffy. But
But he's getting there.
That's all I need to know for now.
Please don't hesitate to get in contact if you think we can help. Oh my, yes.
all right, so we need to transfer. I'm guessing we got the bartender here. We got Sheffy here. We need to transfer personalities from one to the other.
Who's the more pleasing, wanting to please? Can't remember the
Sheffy.
bartender. I've already forgotten the bartender.
Imagine having to listen to multiple takes of the OES guy
Oh,
while developing the
Voiceover.
game. Yeah.
yeah. Oh gosh, she's shorter now. Oh, so now you can choose
Hmm.
wait, whoa, what now? You're gonna have memory, role, and personality, and you can pick and choose what you want.
Yeah.
So I think
let's
maybe the
see.
personality of a barman will give you more details because they're chatty. Wow. I'm guessing. Well, maybe still staying a maid so that she'll be.
Well,
able
you probably want the maid's memory, right? Because she knows the one who knows what's going on.
Yeah.
And then obviously we'd probably have to do chef with the role. So we're gonna have to switch chef and barman. And we can try it this way first, but then we could switch it if. Oh, she's taller.
Hey, y'all.
Hello? What can
Why
you
the
remember
personnel?
before you ran out of power?
Son, there's nothing I'd like more than to help a lawman. But sometimes a man's confidence is more important. What happens upstairs, well, that's between me and the Vanderwaals.
Thanks.
Okay,
I'll
so
keep
it's
looking
not
around.
the barman.
Y'all come back real soon.
Okay. So
We'll try Sheffy. Oh,
jeez.
What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Ooh.
Yes?
I remember something.
What is it?
I'm sorry. The memory module is holographic, but isn't wholly compatible. I need something to help me remember.
You're asking for a bribe?
Oh, Regis.
I just need one of those
she reminds me of the
Mnemonics?
actor from
Yeah, that's it.
So, something that'll help
Northern
jog your
Exposure?
memory about what happened.
Not what her name
Oh,
is.
that's going
it.
back. Northern
Maybe we
Exposure.
could use something
Yeah.
from the scene.
Do any of the kids in the chat remember Northern Exposure
Any
From
of
the-
you youngins?
from the 90s?
The 4
They
years
had,
old.
there was a moose walking through town. Remember
That's
that?
right. They filmed that up here in Seattle, so a lot of my
We'll keep
actor
looking around.
friends, everybody
Have
had
a
lots
really
of folks
great
had
day.
parts in that. That was a good show.
Oh, hand the gun to the maid. Oh boy.
Does this ring any bells?
Oh, yeah. It's what Mr. Gill used when
Oh, snap.
we were all up in the bedroom earlier this evening.
You're worrying too much.
You promised me that you'd gotten out of it.
I have. This was merely a favor for an old friend.
And look where it's gotten you.
They were arguing about something. It sounded big.
Don't you think I know what this could mean? You asked me to talk to that damned cell agent, and I agreed. You see what I do for you?
I know. And I knew you'd do the right thing eventually.
It's not just because it's the right thing, or because you asked. It's because of what it would mean to the whole city.
Mr. Gill was grumpy, but not at Mr. Dakari so much. Then he asked for some of his special wine.
Chantel, be a dear. Bring me my wine.
This was the lousy stuff they've got in the wine rack.
To law and order.
Yeah, but he puts extra things in his wine as well.
What the?
Gill, what's wrong?
It must have been my... What?
Bad
What is
LSD.
this?
What's what?
Mr. Gill seemed to be real worried about something.
Who are you?
Oh, he started tripping balls and shot him. Okay.
It's a hecatomb.
Gill, what are you doing with that gun?
Wait.
Stay away. Don't come any closer.
Oh man. Oh, he's the one in the water. I thought it was the other guy.
Ah! No! Get off me! Chantel!
He sounded like he was in trouble.
Get it out of me!
He kept telling me there was something in him. I asked what he meant.
It's inside me! Get in there and get it out!
And the maid's personality. She'd have done anything he asked.
So much for Ew! So much for Asimov's laws of robotics.
I didn't find anything though.
So Vanderwaal had
Wait.
a hallucinatory freakout.
Sounds like it was whatever he was putting in the wine. We'd better find out what it was.
Oh, I know everything about drinks. Mr. Gill was buying up cheap wine and using wetware to artificially age it.
Wetware?
Yeah, he kept it in the refrigerator.
Ow, geez, what is that? Can't you hear it?
What sits in the fridge is a memory module with a strange configuration. Based on what you were told, you're certain this is what the blackmailer was after.
There, the
So-
wetware on the middle shelf. It rapidly ages the wine to how it's wanted.
Okay, hold on. So
Not
I thought
anymore, it doesn't. It's been
I don't remember there being
reprogrammed.
two bodies in
memory
the
module's
room. I thought
broadcasting
Yeah,
there
there
was
was-
a body.
The wetware in the
Yeah,
refrigerator.
there was one in the jacuzzi and one that was just exploded everywhere.
Oh, okay,
Stopped
okay.
being
Right, that's where we have the
wine and
hand.
ended up
Yeah,
a
okay,
powerful hallucinogen.
Looks that way.
You want me to carry it? You look uncomfortable.
Yeah, something about it hurts.
Hey!
We're heading back to cell. A forensics team will be here in a while. Just don't try to make, cook, or clean anything while we're gone, okay?
I got it!
They seem nice.
That was the right personality. Good job. So I'm warming up to Sheffy now.
Oh,
Wait.
You found him.
Apparently this is what Central wanted me to see. Why would it do this? I stopped him.
Charlie,
I promised him I could help, and then it did this to him.
maybe it's trying to hammer home the message. After all, Central didn't ask you to talk him out of it. It said neutralize.
Oh, that's the guy who jumped off the...
Yeah, he's still dead.
Dr.
So he's dead.
You.
Oh, well.
Soulless. Callous. I promised him.
His euthanasia was a necessary measure. 75% of the captured bombers have attempted self-immolation in custody. The risk of repeating such an action was unacceptable.
He wouldn't have.
Whatever the case may have been, cell command offices are now safe from...
Central?
Uh-oh.
General alarm.
General alarm. Central functions compromised.
Localized E-war attacks detected within heuristic barrier systems. Systems entering siege mode. All personnel equipped for abstract dynamic countermeasures. Please report to action stations. Repeat.
Abstract dynamics to action stations.
Sounds like I'm needed. Remember, no matter what Central says, you've done
An
a great job
understatement.
today.
Remains.
Okay.
You've never personally performed an autopsy, but you're sure that you'd need more than your bare hands.
It's interesting. I thought that there would be alternate storylines, but it seems like the
Yeah, I thought
storyline
that
of
was the
him dying
thing,
and
wasn't-
you saving him all converge to the same storyline, which
Yeah.
is this one.
Who were we controlling at the beginning of the game? It was,
What's her name?
yeah.
It's a volumetric
And-
hologram.
Well, she's
Then
clearly
she-
going to come back at some point. Yeah.
Yeah. Hand X-ray. What did I just see? Hand X-ray.
It's already been compiled for the report.
We bailing on the autopsy?
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, maybe we need some tools.
Well, there was a big plate of tools. Were you not able to get to them?
I wasn't able to touch it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is like our little thinking spot at the top of the building.
The strangely configured memory module demanded by the blackmailer gives Lau a headache when she's too near it, suggesting it's broadcasting a signal that her wetware is picking up.
Her wetware.
Delicious
Oh,
wetware.
someone just said, Ryan Frozen just said, you need the bomber to be dead for a puzzle later. So you didn't. So I think that you can take that pressure off your shoulders now, Noah.
Yeah.
That he was going to die anyway, and
It
maybe
didn't matter too much, but yeah.
And maybe when you offed him the first time, it was probably a more
For the best.
for the best, and
More
maybe
humane. Yeah.
It may be more humane than the way they did it.
All right.
Do you feel better now? By the way, do you feel like
a little bit.
Okay, good. Much as you would like to rest, you need to keep moving if you want any chance of saving your legacy. So it's all about our legacy. It's not about saving people or the world. It's just about our reputation.
So what do I do with this?
Memory module.
The blackmailer wanted this.
Do we want to hide it somewhere? Is there any place to... Why would you just leave it out in the garden? I like that it's telling us what not to do.
People are talking about the telltale approach. Nothing matters.
Put it under a rock? Wait, just bury it?
What the hell is this?
It is what you saw earlier to show you two things. Firstly, it serves to prove what I have in my possession. Second, that you must be very careful what you say when you speak with me.
I have the memory module from Vanderwaal's place.
Good.
Forgot who this
Place
guy
it on
is.
the
Who's this
bench
dude?
in your garden.
On the bench in your garden. Is he like the deep throat guy? What is he? Who is that dude?
He's the guy who's threatening the embryos that we have in cold storage.
He broke one of them.
Okay, so he's the bad guy talking to us and haunting
bad
us
guy
along the way.
blackmailing us.
Okay, module's in the garden.
Excellent. I'm sending you an address. It's a dump of a studio apartment out in the barrel. The occupant is on vacation. I want you to destroy it.
Excuse me?
Procure an explosive device, plant it within his apartment.
This agreement has changed here.
A bomb? Why that?
Where am I
apartment?
supposed to find a bomb?
You work for Cell, Dr. Regis. If anyone had access to such a device, I've no doubt it would be yourselves, legitimate or otherwise.
He's not worried about blowing something up. He's just worried about having to find a bomb.
Yeah.
No, let's find out why.
I knew you'd make the right decision, Dr. Regis. Return to your garden after the task is complete. I shall contact you then.
I mean, he's got
what does he have on
adventure
us right
game.
now? Is that...
He's got those embryos.
Yeah.
That he has with his wife.
Oh, so all this is just okay. That's the reputation. His progeny.
Yeah.
He's gonna blow up an apartment so that his potential. I don't know. I'm beginning to question the motives of our main character here.
But it's interesting that he doesn't think about the fact that he has to blow up the apartment. He worries about the adventure game aspects. How will I get this device to blow up the apartment?
Sometimes you just can't get your hands on a bomb. All right.
I know where we can get a bomb.
Taken out of context, that could not sound good.
Yeah.
Is it in his chest?
This guy is a bomb.
Yeah. Never personally performed an autopsy. Do we still have our knife?
I don't have the knife anymore.
Maybe it's in his belongings.
Where's his belongings?
In my desk, maybe?
Well, that's interesting because he didn't blow up and he might still have the bomb intact. But what happens in case he does blow up?
Thanks for bringing this here. I needed that.
The maid's in our office now.
I guess I should have turned these over to the evidence
He brought
locker.
the maid back. Just in case. Clean it up a little bit.
Put the hand in my desk.
Wait, what's all in the desk now?
The cooking gel, the knife, and the severed hand.
Everything the body needs.
There wasn't a bomb in your desk? Oh, man. All right. Is there a bomb?
I'm doing this. His bones. It said his bones were bombs.
Oh, jeez. Okay, well.
This is disgusting.
The body has not had a great deal of examination. You suppose they're being careful about the potential volatile nature of parts of his body. You make a slice along his thigh and pull his femur loose.
Ew.
All right.
Don't they have professionals in this place?
What's the name of this game development company again? Are they with us today? What?
Technocrat Games.
Technocrat. You are sick puppies. So we have the femur. Is the femur bomb-like? Will it blow up? No, it doesn't look like it's anything.
A human femur From the engineered suicide bomber's remains, because of his parental genetic tampering, it's packed with explosive nitrate compounds.
There we go. We got a bomb.
How do I walk out of the station with this giant bone? Dripping with gore, there's blood everywhere.
Thank you, Matthew, for your
super chat.
donation.
Oh wait, this is that lady's apartment.
Yeah, it's the room from the beginning of the game.
I like it. Well, then, okay, so now this is where the two worlds are colliding. So he said, what did he say about the person?
Wait, no, it's not the same apartment because there was a giant still in the toilet.
Maybe it was renovated since.
You don't need to use it, but it could be a good place to plant the bomb. I'm liking our little. What did you do to get that hint?
I just clicked on it.
Oh, okay. As it is, the bone's not going to detonate by itself. You're going to have to find some way of making it unstable. Still put it in there, right? Told you to put it in there, and now it's telling you to cover the bone in the bone shell.
So heat is not. Oh.
You're going big.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save here.
That's an experienced gamer's comment right there. Someone who has not saved.
They rarely save often.
Yes, indeed.
Cover the bone in the hot thermal gel begins to sizzle and crack as the compounds within prepare for a chain reaction.
Okay, so
get rid of it. Get rid of it. Flush.
Boom. So we just got
Hey!
It was close.
Oh, this is one. This is one, just downstairs.
Achievement unlocked.
Achievement unlocked. Well done. Well done, Mr. Antwiler.
It'd be an understatement.
What have I done?
To say it's been a bad day.
No kidding. I sure wouldn't want to be you.
Yeah, I've got a few problems, but I'm not going to let them threaten what I care about any longer.
My progeny. Wait, who just fell? That's someone from the apartment?
He's flashing back.
Yellow.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hey,
the guy
you
who
got a
fell in the
plan?
Tesla.
If you're so decisive, why haven't you unfrozen any of those embryos?
It's been 20 years, Regis.
Dang.
You know who it is, Dr. Regis. There's only one person it could be, isn't there?
You think it's Baxter?
Well, you certainly do.
Good evening, Dr. Regis.
Oh, this is
Where are they, you son of a bitch?
I saw your handiwork and was most impressed.
So you'll give them back?
I'm sending you an address. You'll find your reward there.
Wait.
Hold on. Do a quick. Once we're.
What?
When you can. Okay, so Ryan Frozen wrote and gave us a thank you for the super chat, Ryan. Was trying to warn you during the apartment scene, you missed the conversation opportunity where it's revealed Lau is trans.
Huh.
Okay.
That's interesting. Not that it matters much, but you know.
It matters, but I wonder if it has anything to do with the plot. That sure enough, the
There's
tracker
so much
shows-
plot.
I know. I'm. This is good now because there was so much. I feel like I have the right amount of confusion. This is good. Like, so he's. Can we let's talk through this? I want to know what do we know? What is happening in this game?
Okay, so our officers are trying to track the mind jacker, or the mind whacker as we call him. And in the middle of this investigation, our guy Regis has been contacted by a guy who's blackmailing him, or extorting him rather, with the frozen embryos from him and his dead wife.
Okay.
Trying to get like a memory module from a crime scene, trying to get him to blow up some random apartment. We don't know why. And
meanwhile, we know, what about this woman that was down in that apartment that was locked in? What we purposely don't know a lot about her yet, or
right.
do we?
All we know is that she's some kind of hacker. She's kind of an expert on the trancing, the Matrix type thing going on. But all we were doing in her chapter was just trying to get out of her apartment. That's all we ever did.
And he's got a partner, but I thought at first that we were sort of always a team, but we really are. We are him, and she's, just his partner. Doesn't seem like there's a great deal of character development with her at this point.
At the moment, yeah.
And he is being open to doing more and more grisly things to maintain his to
get his embryos back, yeah.
Get his embryos back. So he's a way darker character than I expected at the beginning. So that's
it's a way darker game than we expected.
It is a way darker game than I expected. I was not prepared for this. Okay, thank you. That's helpful to know. And for anybody who joined us late, then we've just given you a nice little update. Terminal user Adam Baxter. So that's the name of the guy who's
blackmailing us.
Blackmailing us. Okay, so we'll get to know more about him.
I love the fact that you need that previously in the middle of the live stream.
It's complicated.
Traveler,
I want to make sure I'm
recording.
I'm tracking.
If you're listening to this, well, it means they've caught me. It wouldn't be right if I couldn't explain things to you, though.
Oh, here we go. Maybe we didn't need to do this.
The
game's going to tell us.
I traced the calls the blackmailer made. There's only one man who would have done this. And yet, thanks to the neural governor, he's also the only one who never could have. I've got to see that justice is done.
What?
Good luck, Max.
Are you doing that, or is this just a cutscene?
That was just a cutscene.
Okay. So you grabbed yourself a gun. Is he going to kill himself?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But he does have the gun.
All right. What's the other gun? Is that like?
Yeah, he's got a pistol, and that's a jolt gun.
It's like a taser, I think.
Okay. Jolt gun. All right. You want to check in on our maid and see what she has? Is there anything worthy of?
We can try.
Better not. I'm already having enough trouble making myself go.
Okay, fair enough. Better not what?
Thank you, Marcus.
Hey, thank you, Marcus.
Hey, Charlie.
Yes.
That's Dr. Regis.
Yeah, it's the first time one of these guys talked to us.
Sorry, Dr. Regis. Sir, I need your help, Doctor. Rescue brought someone in, but I'm not qualified to take the statement.
I'm very busy, corpseman. Can't you find Santiago or Lau?
No, sir. They're still in the AR lab, trying to fight off the heuristic attack. It'll only take a second, sir.
Fine.
Wait, the heuristic attack.
Thank you, sir. I've been panicking all evening about it. She's in the waiting room at the end here.
Okay.
All right. Guess we gotta. This is like when you have
just in there, sir.
stuff to do for your job, but then you keep getting pulled into meetings that take you away from your job. We're trying to find a blackmailer here. Hey! Oh, here we go.
Well played, well played.
Hey, some service. These flexes are broken. I can't input anything.
That's because they're not flex screens. They're sheets of paper.
Paper? What is this, the Dark Ages?
Ha ha. What's the little dude in the corner there?
He's that guy who wasn't talking before. Yeah. We met him before and he wasn't talking, so we just left.
Okay.
That's how we
So
beat
like-
people.
Yeah, let's go
Good
through
cop
all
or
this.
Bad cop.
Oh, I see. Yeah, let's do hi there, I'm Charlie. Let's give that a try.
Hi there. My name's Charlie. I work here, and I'm going to see if I can help you. Something like this Must be quite unsettling after all.
You could say that. It's not every day something like this happens. Not in meat space, anyway.
Can I take your name and SOC number?
Sesame Ladha SN 134244.
That's a nice name. Indian? Sri Lankan?
Dunno. Raised by the city. Why do you care?
My wife was Sri Lankan. She always... Oh, you don't care, do you?
That obvious?
Any aliases? Net, trance, flow, those sorts of things?
Mandala.
What's your employment status?
What do you think? Blue recycled overalls?
So, not currently employed.
Duh.
Perhaps they didn't think you had the right attitude for it. Your health status?
Dunno.
How do you not know that?
Been busy. Only come out to eat.
Ah, you're a thrall. Shall I put net addict then?
What would you want? I don't care.
Where do you live?
The trance.
And where is your physical address?
Well, it was 13E8682 Zeus Street.
Excuse me?
13E8682 Zeus
I think I just
Street.
blew that up a few minutes ago.
Why are you here itself?
They
Sorry.
didn't tell you? Someone cut my network and locked my apartment. I just about managed to crack the door when the whole damn place exploded.
Exploded?
Sure, I didn't like the place, but I didn't do it. Hey, is there a net connection here? I haven't been able to hook up for hours.
Excuse me.
To hook up.
She needs to check her
So,
Twitter account.
Can I go?
The X account, not the Twitter account anymore.
The girl in
Good
there's
God.
life may be at risk. Do not let her leave without authorization from myself or Dr. Lau.
Can do it, Dr. Regis.
So the
Empty
game really
apartment
didn't want you
my
to
ass.
explore.
That
That's
girl
all
was
we need to
locked
know
in
at this point, right?
That asshole
Right.
knew what would happen when he wanted her killed. I know what he has against me, but why her as well?
Oh, the plot thickens.
Why is this taking so long? Can I get back in the trance yet?
Well, now we're her.
Yeah, let's
Jeez.
save.
Is she? Okay, we got.
My wetware's dried up. All I've got left is the crusty layer stuck to my hands.
Interesting.
Okay, I like this. Is kind of neat that all of a sudden we're moving along. Do we not? Maybe she can talk to the. Is he a doll or is he just a little boy who's lost or something?
Hello? Guess he doesn't feel like talking.
So you're gonna come in to play later on, I guess.
It's an empty blue cup, just like you'd get from any lousy food machine.
Maybe try to give him food.
It's the paperwork they wanted me to fill out. Who even uses paper anymore?
All right, yeah, can you fill up the cup? Can you give? Can we get
It won't
money?
bring up the menu. The insert coin message on the screen is in the way.
And third round of cloning.
Jeez.
Japanese government has approved an expansion of its controversial
So it's
human cloning program. Hailed by many
2087.
Diet as a solution to the predicted population crisis. The next tranche is projected to expand the number of new births via cloning and IVF from 1,500 in the initial groups to over 20,000. All we need.
I can't reach it from here.
Wait, you were able to contact a cell agent through that screen. Maybe we need to contact one.
I don't want to do that yet. Agua.
Now you can put that on your hand.
Everything I can scrape off my hands is in the cup.
Ooh, now we got.
It's a filled up plastic cup. What's
Homemade
left of my
wetware.
wetware is floating in it. Huh? Fixed to the floor.
Huh.
Let's try using.
Doesn't look like it wants to barter. I can't use it like that.
Give it to the kid. Did you try giving it to the kid?
Oh no, I didn't do that yet. Let's contact the cell officer.
Hi there. How can I help?
Can I speak to you?
Sure. Just a second.
I'm starving. It's been days since the last time I ate.
And was that because you were deep in the trance?
That's not the point. I couldn't get the food machine in here to work.
Oh yeah, they take tokens. Here, have a few. You'll be able to get yourself something.
Okay.
Is it any good?
What kind of machine do you have at home?
The kind that came in Skanto apartments.
Ooh, ouch. Yeah, kind of about that.
Who was that guy who came in?
Oh, Charlie? He's one of the most experienced agents in Cell. A lot of people have trouble getting on with him, but he's just businesslike.
It sounded like he was panicking about something.
I've never thought of him as someone who gets worried. Grumpy a whole lot of the time, sure.
Why are you keeping me in this cell? I haven't done anything!
Oh, this isn't a cell. The cells are only 2 cubic meters.
That's not the point! I didn't break the law!
It's for your own safety. Charlie's asked to make sure you stay here until he gets back.
I don't feel very safe.
Who is the kid
My
in the apartment? What is going on?
exploded.
Oh, ouch. Was it a nice place?
Well, no, but that isn't the point.
Accidents like that happen sometimes. At least Cell were able to get you out.
I'm not sure it was an accident. My connection was cut and my doors were locked before it happened.
Who'd want to hurt you, though?
That's just it. I don't know who. I mean, I've pissed people off in net matches sometimes, but this? So, Agent,
Just Corpseman, actually. Quince. What's your name?
Sesame, Latha.
Nice to meet you, Miss Sesame. Pardon my asking.
They're gonna
you
fall
were
in
raised by the
love.
city, weren't you?
You read that on my file?
Nah, I was too.
No way.
Yeah, we're practically family.
I'm bored. Any kid.
I've been in here for hours. The guy in the bed isn't much company. What is there to do?
There's the terminal. You can check the news.
Ugh, I can't stand this much of the real world. It's so slow.
I'm sorry. People don't usually spend so long in here. It's just taking a bit longer than usual.
Why can't I get online?
I need to get back in the trance. How can I make a connection?
Sorry, we don't allow trans connections from inside Cell.
What? That's inhuman! I have rights, you know!
Not to an internet connection, you don't.
Come on, I could just hook something up through that terminal.
I'm sorry, but it's for
Maybe we
security.
can use the wetware for something.
Okay, we gotta find out about the city kid, please. Thank you.
So, how'd you know I was raised by the city?
Oh no!
It was
I
a
thought you were
guess,
talking about the
but your name
kid
was
on
a
the
clue.
on the thing.
You ever notice how they always assign kids names from nature? Quince, Sesame. We even had a pomegranate in my center.
Huh. I suppose that's true. Never met any with any cool names, though.
I love the fact that you obsess over minor characters.
I don't think they do the extinct
Well,
one.
they're there. They're there, and they're not being utilized in any way. They're
So,
not
how'd you end
commented
up working
on.
for
There's
Cell?
I'm not sure, really. Kinda drifted in. Most of the kids from my center ended up here. Monroe Center, down by the coast, that is. Where'd you grow up?
Taylor, near the lake. Most of us just ended up on Skanto, unemployed.
I'm sorry to hear that. Personally, I think us city kids should stick together. There are so many of us, we'd be a force to be reckoned with.
So, what's your first name, Mr. Corpseman Quince?
It's Amadi, an Angolan name. Apparently that's where my family came from, but I've been here as long as I can remember. The first names are always from kids' cultural backgrounds. What about Latha? Is that, Indian?
Dunno. Probably. I came with a refugee shipment from the war. You ever feel like exploring your roots?
Not really. I grew up here. Newton is my home.
Yeah. There isn't really much for me in the old country, either. Except thousands of kilometers of radioactive hot zone. Thanks for that.
Anytime. Just call if you need anything.
Speaking of minor characters, you know that The Legend of Monkey Island, which is an add-on to the Sea of Thieves game, has the shopkeeper. So the shopkeeper is back. If you want to see
I love
him
the
in 3D.
shopkeeper. Oh, that'll make my kids very happy. Get some food. Got some food. We got a metal fork. Her storyline is much more simple than his. All she just gets stuck in rooms.
I can't reach it properly from down here.
And he's blowing things up and shooting people and performing autopsies.
I don't know
It's a
how,
different-
but they've made it
sorry.
even worse than my food
That's
machine does.
So is it our job to try to break her out of here?
Wait, what did we use the wetware on in the first chapter?
We used it on the wall panels, like the door panel on the food machine.
So maybe we can use it on one of the panels of.
Put it on the kid.
We have over here, like the panel for the cell door. I don't know.
Ooh, we picked up the sheet. Okay.
Sheet.
Hello? Guess he doesn't feel like talking.
There you go.
A rubbery plastic sheet? Why would he have needed... Oh, ew!
Yeah.
A rubbery sheet.
What? I don't
It
get
has
it.
a rubbery sheet.
Rubbery sheet.
Yeah. Because he probably pees himself.
I've given it a handle made of that plastic rubbery sheet.
Okay.
Why?
You got something going on here, Spoonie. That's good.
I just tried it. I didn't know what it was gonna do.
Do you feel like you know what to do with it now that you made
The
it?
fork won't fit in the seams around the edges. If I could find something more precise, though. I can't reach it from here.
Climb on that table. Hey, look at that.
Hey, would you mind not doing that?
Maybe we need to disable
Doing
the
what?
camera first.
I wasn't doing anything.
I can see you, you know. The camera's there for your own safety.
Fine. I'd better find a way to fix that.
All right, where's the camera?
Me and Paul already discussed this. The fact
can't
that
reach it from here.
these are the best types of puzzles. When you're stuck in a room and you have a bunch of things in your inventory and you just need to use everything on everything and hope for the best.
Let's throw food at the camera.
Yeah. Oh, that's good work. Nice.
Hey, what did you do? I've lost the feed from the camera.
Now get up there. Quick, you only have so much time. Ah.
Go get a squeegee, bitch.
Jeez, Charlie's
Look at
gonna
his face.
kill me. Why did you do that?
I like my privacy.
Just don't do anything stupid, okay? Please.
Yeah, that's how it
She
works
didn't say-
with
she
prisoners. You
didn't say
just
yes.
ask them nicely and they
She
don't do
didn't
anything.
say yes. She's not gonna lie. What do you got there? The fork? Yeah, let's put the wrapped up fork on whatever that thing is. Broke the light. So you broke the broken light. Now what?
Yeah.
It's broken.
Ouch.
I don't get... Did we do something good?
I don't think so.
I can't use it like that.
Right. So the fork wasn't. It seemed like you had wrapped the fork so that she wouldn't get. Try the fork again.
I've already got it open. Anything else and I'll probably burn down the building.
Yeah, well.
We've done what. So we've done what we need to do there.
We got food, paperwork. What's the thing in the middle?
Tokens.
Oh, tokens.
Oh yeah, that does not look like tokens. It's like hubcaps. Oh, what?
This kind of
You're gonna
sums
start
up my
fire.
feelings about paperwork.
Nice. I think.
Maybe throw it in the trash can. And then, does this room have any sprinklers?
I guess that's sorta safer.
Okay, so that's not the answer? Sounds like she's telling us that's not the answer.
No, she's telling us that it's part of the answer. But the question is, the answer to what?
So we've got. This is.
It's a filled-up plastic cup.
This is moon logic. This feels moon logic. I think
this is exactly what Ron Gilbert was talking about. We're trying to solve a puzzle that we don't know what it is yet, and yet we're still progressing towards solving it.
Yeah, but we don't know what we're doing.
We gotta try everything on everything, so let's try...
Did you put food in the cup, someone asks?
No, I didn't.
I think we just got a little something
I
from
put
somebody.
some of it in the cup.
Pat Tizambo, thank you so
The
much.
cup's getting full.
Oh, guys, we're getting
Wetware
close
growth
to our
culture
goal
if it was
today.
any warmer.
What
The cup's
did she
getting
say?
full. It'd be a wetware growth culture if it was any warmer.
If it
It'd be
was
a
warmer.
wetware growth culture.
Let's see if this works.
Heat up the cup. There you
80
go.
minutes late.
Nothing stands between me and my trance.
Oh, she's got it. She can go online now? What?
Yeah, I click on the trans inventory item. Yeah. Oh snap! Let's tweet.
No, I need to connect to something first.
I think using the wetware on the panel for the door
Disconnect.
probably do the trick. Does it have a panel? I'm used to the screen.
I didn't see one. It's a water dispenser I see there.
Got it. I can feel the net on the other side.
But I'll try it on everything, so...
Either it's got some pretty tough shielding, or it's too old to be compatible. From the look of it, I'd say the second one. I don't think I can fill that up.
I don't want to keep harping on the kid, but there's got to. Is it just not time yet to try to engage with him? I mean, what?
Leave the kid alone, Paul.
Wait, I
No,
can't.
something's happening. Something's happening.
Got it. I've made a connection with his neural hub.
Ah!
Jeez.
Now what?
It paid off.
Well.
Okay, go into
We
a
gotta
trance, and then we'll be able to contact, establish a connection with the screen and with the kid.
New donation from Grey Knight. Thank you, Grey Knight. It's exciting. We're getting close. Oh, this is new. We've never done this before.
Alan wa salam.
Hi? I'm looking for the internet. Are you tapping
I'm looking for the internet.
Indeed I am, except we appear to be doing it from opposite directions.
It's like a conversation from the 90s. I've downloaded the internet onto this floppy disk.
You're a hacker.
That sounds so crude.
The sort who prefers to be called an adventurer?
I'm merely a concerned citizen. You can call me Jinsel.
I'm Mandela. This looks a lot like the kind of place I used to live.
It ought to. It was right above your own. In fact, we're trying to reconstruct the data from moments before the blast.
You know where I live?
We wouldn't be taking our responsibilities seriously if we didn't. We also know that it appears you've been targeted deliberately. These are shots we've been able to recover of the man who planted the bomb.
By the way,
the guy I spoke
no,
to.
I'm loving you being on the
Yeah, he's the
controls.
Silent Agent
It's
who interviewed
most
me. He
fun
left
for
like
me,
an
but if you
hour
do
ago.
get tired of it and want to give it up for a bit, let us know. But I'm happy. I'm really happy you doing it. So just let us know.
I didn't even think about that. If you want to try, go ahead.
I don't really at all, but I just want to give you the, if you feel like, I'll leave it up to you if you decide you want to.
Daniel, you want to try this?
Let's do this.
All right. Let's let Daniel go for it.
Well, I didn't mean to. That's not what I was trying to get to at all.
No. I don't mind.
No, with Daniel, it means we'll be done in.
I'm giving you control, Paul. Okay.
Peterson here.
Why do you
I'm
think
giving-
it was me they were aiming
You
for?
got control, Paul.
No, I opened up a can of worms.
Also
Things
aware
were going
prior to
too
the
well.
blast, you were trapped.
Keep it in
Yeah,
Noah's
someone
hands.
cut my connection
All right,
and locked
all right.
the door.
It would appear that you were being kept in place until the bomb was planted.
They probably...
They had to be certain. But now
It's
that you've
back to Noah's
escaped, it
hands.
appears that your life is still at risk.
Why would a cell agent be trying to kill me?
Often, Central's plots are unclear. This, however, is too direct and destructive for how Cell
Never
works.
have truer words been spoken.
In any case, he knows where you are and that you survived.
He's also got me trapped in one place again.
Then it's imperative that we help you to escape. Our agent may be able to help you with that. He is close at hand.
Wait, the guy in the cell with me? Blonde pseudo-leather jacket, got the shakes?
That would be
Boom.
Guy, yes. He's acting as one of our relays within Cell.
You think he can help me get out?
We work within our own specialties, and his is Cell. If anyone were able to furnish a means for you to escape, it would be him.
I knew it.
Looks like a partially built sim.
Indeed, we're using a number of different sources to reconstruct a scene. Cameras, chromatographs, even the charge variances and wiring.
So why are you hooked up to Cell? No offense, but you'd have to be crazy to hack Central.
Fortunately, Central is indisposed. An initial attack appears to have crippled it.
Ah, so lots of opportunists are trying their luck while the security's weak.
Precisely. I was assembling this sim at the same time, when you joined it through an outbound port.
Who do you run with? Collective? A nun?
We're a circle of truth seekers and underground journalists. We go by Jahilia.
Never heard of it. What's it mean?
Jahilia.
Well, who controls the media today?
Shishiki? They're the biggest.
Exactly. Chishiki, whose name means knowledge. Except in this knowledge, there's nothing but trivia and lies. So where will people find the truth?
The internet?
TikTok. On TikTok.
On the internet?
No, that's not quite it. Jahilia means ignorance. It's meant to be ironic.
Oh, I see. Even though you are on the internet, trance, that sort of thing, right?
I suppose. Anyhow, that's beside the point.
I'd better disconnect and see if your guy can help me get out.
Bit Tafik, I've sent you the location to find us at. I'll be here should you require any further assistance in your escape.
Okay, we got an address. All right, this was. I think
It's
we got
interesting.
somewhere.
We were playing two different characters that one of them tried to kill the first one.
Yeah, I like that. And I'm on her side. Nice.
You're at a wall, bro.
Yeah.
Hi there.
Oh, hey. Make yourself at home. Everyone else seems to in here.
I'm Mandela.
Guy,
Make yourself
I'd
at
shake
home
your
or
hand.
make yourself a home.
Oh boy, we got some talking.
You
We got some talking to do here.
Oh, yeah, just peachy. Well, I would be if that imposter would go away.
I am not an imposter. I am the real.
Whose name?
You look stuck.
How'd you wind up like this?
Well, you know that urban myth about the human resources Trojan?
The one that makes you move to China and join a factory collective?
Turns out, it's not a myth. If I'm correct, Cell have brought me in for treatment.
That's a good thing, right?
Well, duh. I don't want to work in a Han factory.
All glory to the Greater Han Republic.
Shut up!
Jinsel says hi.
Oh, does she? Tell her she owes me double for this one. I lost touch with her hours ago.
She says you know a way out of here?
Well, sure. It's even easier when Central's down. Of course, I'm gonna need something from you.
Okay, now we're talking.
What's with Pinocchio?
It's a disguise. Normally, by this stage, the Trojan is in control of its host motor functions. It makes a really clumsy mind state echo of the host and uses it to try to make a convincing flight to Greater Han.
He didn't look like he's in control in meat space.
Peace, bread, and work in the Greater Han Republic.
It's kind of a stalemate at the moment.
He's taken to bombarding you with propaganda instead?
It thinks it can wear me down.
Long life and prosperity to our beloved land of Greater Han.
Dang.
So, why are you in a cell in Cell with a broken Trojan in your head?
I'm acting as a relay for pirated connections into Cell.
That sounds dangerous.
Pays good, though.
Money is the yoke of capitalism.
Thing is, it's been harder and harder to get into Cell HQ.
So you infected yourself with this?
They have to bring in someone with something like this. Even if they can't treat it, they can at least quarantine.
Giving you an ideal spot to relay signals through your neural wiring.
Exactly.
What do you want?
Fine. What is it you want?
I need an edge to help me get rid of the chatterbox. For that, I need epinephrine. See if you can get them to bring any in.
And if they don't?
You look clever. You can probably find a way to make it.
Substance abuse is the curse of the working classes.
Why do you want this stuff?
The people here don't exactly know what they're doing. Cell's treatment might work, or I might walk out of here and straight to Greater Han. The epinephrine will give me enough of a boost to make sure it's me who wins the battle.
We must persevere in the great revolutionary struggle.
Plus, it's the kind of thing that most chemical synthesizers can make.
Wait, like a food machine?
Probably.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere.
Ha, you're funny.
What are these things here? That's the epinephrine. What? All right.
Maybe we should use that on the food machine.
Well, that's the hub. So is that the dude we were just talking to? That's him,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And that's the only way we can talk to him is in the trance. Okay. Epinephrine.
I can't just upload it onto the machine. I can't make a connection with it. I need to get inside it to get to its memory.
Need to get inside the epinephrine.
And this didn't work.
The fork won't fit in the seams around the edges. If I could find something more precise, though.
Something more precise. What do they have in your inventory?
Is there something else you can wrap?
I have tokens.
Around?
A lump of food, a sheet of plastic, a fork.
Maybe
the neural gel.
I don't know.
We still have food. Can we throw food at other things?
Maybe.
What did the breaking of the glass in the did that do anything? Did we actually?
Well, you could set the paper on fire.
Oh, we set the paper on fire. That was it, right? And that helped. No.
Hi there. How can I help?
Can I speak to you?
Sure. Just a second.
The guy in the bed? I know what's wrong with him. He's contracted a human resources Trojan.
How would you know this? Have you been trancing with him? Because then we might have to quarantine you as well.
No, I had a friend come down with it.
Okay, then. I can get something to help.
Good job. Roomba.
This Roomba.
Unfortunately, I can only try to stabilize him for now. We have to wait for a specialist before we can try anything stronger.
Just leave the cell.
Yeah, just leave us alone now. We
Just
gotta
walk out.
Looks like it's full of medical stuff.
Hey, what are you doing to that drone?
I was just checking out the hardware. It's quite some gear you guys have.
I've done all I can for the moment. Let me know if he gets any worse, okay?
He's a softie, that guy.
Yeah.
Hey, what is that stuff you're taking out of the drone? Okay, well, fine. Just don't do it again.
Sure, it's nothing. Bye.
Okay, so.
Got an injector and you got a scalpel.
Put the epinephrine in the injector.
Wow, this is some really old hardware. It's going to need some upgrading if I want to make it produce anything
memory
complex.
Module, an optical module. Boy, this is technical stuff, Noah. Thank God you're here to help us.
You see, Paul, this is the definition of careful what you wish for. You started the live stream by saying that the previous episode had too much exposition. In this one, we have too many obscure puzzles with tons of moon logic.
Well, there's plenty of experts, still plenty of talking. They didn't give up on that. Okay, so yeah.
Wait, put this in the memory module. Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Well played.
What's up, Zen? Solipsist is here.
Looks like they cut costs by only giving the module a tiny lens. I'm going to need to find something bigger in order to produce anything more complex.
Mickey, you?
He keeps giving us hints. I need something more precise. I need something bigger to do this. I need something more precise to do that.
Nelson Miguel talked about the soundtrack on this. I really haven't
get
been
the screws
paying
out with my
attention,
bare
but,
hands.
but I do like it.
You get the soundtrack when you buy the deluxe edition of the game.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
Let's have a listening party with the guy, the gal, whoever.
I can't get the screws out with my bare hands. My nails aren't strong enough for that.
Maybe you could use a scalpel.
Have we figured out what our goal is yet? Do we know what we're
tokens.
trying? What are we trying to do?
There.
What's
the table
end
has
game?
been freed.
You freed the table with your tokens?
Yeah. Like with a screwdriver, like you use a coin as a screwdriver.
Oh, I gotcha. That's good. Okay. I still don't know what we're trying to achieve here. Are we trying to escape?
I gotta find a camera lens or something.
Okay. You pulled the table. You can keep pulling. Dang, nice.
I can reach it, but I'm going to need something to get it open with.
We got stuff. We got a scalpel. We got a fork. We got.
This might be useful.
High-grade lens.
Jeez, we're grabbing all kinds of stuff here.
I've upgraded the optical component with the camera's superpowered lens.
Those just fit together, right?
There. It should be a lot more sensitive with that now.
With what?
The food machine.
We're just trying to
Hope it
make better
understands
food?
its new orders.
No, it's trying to. I'm
Let's
trying
see
to
what it can
program
do
it with the formula for epinephrine.
Oh, of course.
So it can replicate epinephrine.
It won't bring up the menu. The insert coin message.
Okay, insert coin.
It didn't sound like the machine enjoyed that. At least it managed to make me a cartridge of epinephrine.
Oh, snap.
Why do we need to know that the machine didn't like that? It just means that we can't do it again or it's going to break or something?
The cartridge
Alright.
is mounted in the ejector.
Nice work. No, that was surgical, like the way you handled all that. Nice work.
Sure hope this won't kill him.
Now let's see if he holds up his end of the bargain.
Now you have to go back.
Yeah,
we have to
we
go
need to
back
talk
into
to
the
him.
Hello?
trance.
Guess he doesn't feel like talking.
So we probably have to go back into the trance, and then he's going to be out of it. Nope, he's still in the... But his dude's gone.
Yeah.
Feeling better?
A whole lot, thanks. I managed to get rid of the knockoff. Give me a few hours. I'll be out of the wall and can help you leave.
I haven't got a few
few
hours. What
hours?
can you do now?
From here? Not much, but I could give you some options.
I need more than
Sure,
helpful
okay.
suggestions.
I've got control of one of the utility drones. They use them for moving kit around the building.
I might be able to escape if I was better equipped.
Atta girl. I've sent you the link to the drone. She'll
Thank
be
you,
in your
Dennis.
hub.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know how to say your name. Christoph Czechie. Thank you so much. Where are we at? We are at 80, is it 89%, Daniel? What is that?
88%.
88%. Wow. So just for those of you who have joined, if we do get to our 100% of our goal, we will be giving away some games on the Wheel of Curtis. So anybody who has donated this week, their name will get on the wheel, and we got a whole bunch of games to give away, and we could do a couple of different spins.
Yep.
Probably three spins.
Three spins, 3 games.
Yeah.
By the way, Dadaf, who just donated one last week. I think he got a full. He asked for Full Throttle Remastered.
Nice. We just played that game. I remember that.
Yep.
One of the 9 or 10 games I played. I've finished. All right, so now we have control.
Wait, you control the Roomba?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So we have a new person that we're now. We have a new character that we control in this game.
Oh, that's right. Dadaf asked for Kyrandia too.
It would be great if, like, the next part of this game is us just moving through the game as the Roomba. Maybe this is actually what happened. Get on, let's go.
Ride the drone.
Okay, we got.
So the interesting aspect of this game is that you can basically control the game in 2 dimensions from the actual room you're in and from the trance. And so every solution can be either straightforward in the room, in the physical world, or through the internet.
Seems like he said something about being able to control it, so maybe something in our inventory allows us to move it now, or doesn't seem like you can just go grab it. Please do not interrupt active
Won't
drones.
sit still long enough to get it open.
What's in our... yeah.
Thank you, Dan.
Come on,
Hey,
shoot!
Dan, thank you.
Power contact lost.
Ah, nice.
This might be useful.
What?
Cutting laser.
I mean, even 60 years into the future, they still didn't fix the main issue with the Roomba of them getting on a carpet and getting stuck.
I had one for about 2 weeks before we returned it.
What did you get instead? A Dyson?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think. Oh, of course. Whenever there's a vent, you gotta use the
I
vent.
can't reach it from here.
Well, we gotta get on the table. There we go.
We're over here yapping, and Spoonie is so focused.
I'm laser focused on this, man.
Yeah,
you really are. Great. We have tools.
Built into the wall. If I wanted to get through, I'd need to cut it out.
Well, we can do that with
the scalpel.
The scalpel or
Oh,
the
the
laser
cart-
cutter. We got a laser cutter, man. Well done.
And no one heard that. Achievement unlocked, meeting of minds.
8 hours later.
Dr. Lau, you have a visitor.
Oh.
Good evening, Dr. Lau.
I didn't even see her. Was she like a sleeping at her desk?
You are...
Yeah.
Surely you recognize him.
And stop calling me Shirley.
I'm afraid you'll have to enlighten me.
This is Dr. Vargas, the Central Operations Coordinator.
Has anyone
Now,
seen the
Galadea,
movie
there's no
Airplane
need to be
again
quiet.
in the last
The
few
fact that I
years?
am
And
not
does it
widely
hold up, or it's
recognized
just
perhaps
horribly,
indicates how
horribly,
successful we are.
embarrassing now?
You're right, Father.
Oh, it holds
Vargas?
up.
Dr. Eduardo
Does it?
Vargas?
Quite
I've
so.
been wanting to go back to it, but I
What
liked
brings
it
you
so
from the
much that
Fulton Tower,
I'm
sir?
worried that
Most
I
grave
won't like it.
matter, I'm afraid. One I believe you specifically to be most suited to handle.
Shall I, Father?
Please do, Galadea.
Central, I believe the audio EM capture system in this room to be faulty. Please run a deep diagnostic on the system.
Certainly, Miss Vargas. Beginning scan.
We have perhaps 2 minutes until the diagnostic cycle is complete.
Dr. Lau, have you heard of a gentleman by the name of Baxter?
Ooh.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
I had
good.
a
You're
few
gonna-
moments
you're playing-
to transfer
you're
it.
playing dumb?
He was a engineer, a former colleague of Dr. Regis.
Engineer.
And of mine in our research days. Tragically, Also the man responsible for the murder of Regis's wife. Poor Viksha.
Oh, yes. Regis has been hit hard lately by the paroling. He didn't seem to think that Baxter deserved any kind of release.
It appears that he may well have acted on these objections.
I'm getting a lot of airplane quotes now. This is good.
You have a connection to Regis as well?
Quite so. He worked for me in a research team, as
The
did
moment-
Baxter in the same
The
project.
most I remember from that movie is when the pilot starts to sweat a little bit, and then they go back to him, and it's coming down.
Dr.
And
Lau,
by
when
the
did you
end,
last
it's just
see
this,
Dr. Regis?
this
Last night,
cascade of
before Central went into siege mode. Why? What's happened?
This morning, Dr. Baxter was found dead in his workplace.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, Charlie.
We don't have a.
I share your concern, Dr. Lau.
Central
What are we
believes
gonna do
Dr.
with-
Regis to
without
be the most
a-
likely
a
suspect. He would have known
blackmailer?
that Central would be unable to provide oversight during the siege.
And he had no
The reason
shortage
we're
of
moving
motive,
forward.
as I'm sure you'd agree.
It just doesn't sound like him, though. He had other outlets, like his garden.
I don't fully agree with Central's assessment either. That is why I'm activating you on this case.
You want me to investigate Baxter's murder with my partner as the prime suspect? Isn't that a pretty serious conflict of interest?
It is within my prerogative to select agents I feel appropriate for case
A lot of double
if
crossing
necessary.
and
Using it to aid an old friend, a good man like Charlie
Now we are
Regis.
playing as
I
Lau.
think that's worthwhile.
yeah, we are.
Remember that your primary responsibilities are to the law and to this city.
You're the controller of Central Operations. Why would you need to cut the camera feed with a trick like that?
I apologize, but for the sake of city security,
Yeah, can't tell me. Classified, ultraviolet A, etc.
I'm glad you understand.
I might understand, but I'm not happy about it.
noted, Dr. Lau.
I think I've heard enough.
That's good to hear. I'll have Galatea T-mail the case data to you. If I can be of any further
T-mail.
help, don't hesitate to drop by my office.
At the top of the Fulcrum Tower. Make an appointment beforehand.
Diagnostic cycle of monitoring systems complete. No wetware or
Agreed,
firmware
thank
anomalies
you.
detected. However, please ask Dr. Regis to stop obstructing the land's assembly.
I wish you luck with your work, Dr. Lau, for Regis's sake.
I think this much exposition would have worked better with lip syncing. The fact that you see still images of their faces without any lip syncing may be a bit boring to look at.
How are we doing on time?
My well, we're about 10 minutes of the top of the hour. We usually end about 10 minutes after the top of the hour. So
Alrighty.
that's where we're at. How you feeling? Okay, you good with that?
I'm feeling okay. Daniel, you want to take over?
I'll do it. I haven't done it at all. Let me
Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I've never. Okay, here we go. This is very exciting. All right, what do we? I get to be Dr. Lau. All right, let's see what's going on. Is it
Now
just
that,
clicking?
Now that Paul's in
Got to wait
charge,
till the
we
AI
need to
lab
expect
had their turn
a
analyzing
bunch of
her.
questions.
Then she's
Who's
all
this
mine.
character? Who's that character? Which
Then
game
she-
are we playing?
It's true. Then she's all mine. That could be interpreted a number of different ways. Maybe I'm not the right person to do
Search
this.
his
'cause I'm
desk.
gonna Click on
Search his
everything.
desk.
Sorry, Regis.
Photograph.
So this is. I do like the fact that we keep moving from different people to. Let's take a look at that. I do like. the word-
right click on it to examine it.
Okay.
Thank you, Elias. We hit our goal.
We hit our goal. Thank you. Who was that?
A
Elias.
physical photograph. The team.
Alias, thank
February
you.
2067.
Can we see it? There it is. Who's the Nina, Adam, Eduardo, Gwen, Vicky, and Charlie? But why
Probably
is
Adam.
Is he dead? Do they all get rubbed out as they die?
Regis is probably the only person I know who'd want his picture on paper. I guess defacing a digital one just isn't the same.
Nah, I've already got it set up just right.
Thank you, Schwex.
Schwex. Thank you. Okay. I guess there's nothing else. What's this thing over here? Screens. You can access any data that might be on the screens more quickly through your own wiring. I think I might not be the best person to do this because I'm kind of starting from scratch in terms of exploring. So maybe, tell me what would you like me to do?
Use your computer.
It's my computer, okay. Centralized emergency. All right. What's this?
Emails.
Emails. Dr. Lau, as authorized by City Systems Administrator Dr. Eduardo Vargas, please find access to the investigation's case files enclosed. If you wish to discuss the case in person with the administrator, please take an appointment beforehand. So I need to grab the attachment. Okay, I know how to do that. I know how to download attachments.
Ow! Hey, what was that?
What was it? Why did that hurt? What's going on?
I don't know.
The case files provided.
Or you download it to your secure traveler.
Okay.
Downloading files in the future seems to hurt.
Books and bourbon. Well, thank you very much. It's good to see you too. Dr. Lau, thank you for the summary of the so-called mind-jacking investigations. It is evident that some of Mr. Regis's talent in investigation has found its way into your work, but please be aware that you need to not emulate his less helpful behavioral patterns. Right? Do the good stuff, but don't do the bad stuff. Don't blow up apartment buildings. Max, it doesn't matter what Mom said. I don't really understand why you did it either. Please come home. What? But I'm not going to judge you. I miss you, and they won't admit it, but Mom and Dad do too. Please come home, Max. That city, that life, it'll change you. What is this, like our little Eddie? Is our little brother?
Sounds like it.
Eddie
Wow.
XXX.
Wasn't expecting that. All right, how do I get out of here?
There's a little box in the upper right.
Upper right. This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what?
I guess we just try to leave the office.
All right. Oh. Where are we going to be now? This is his Fulcrum Tower crime scene or cell HQ. Let's go to the crime scene.
Yeah.
Do they share a car, or does everybody drive the same car?
I don't know.
Wow, that's Vickerman Pharmaceutical Laboratory.
That's a lot of green. Excuse me.
Crimes?
Great, they finally sent someone. You here to get the body out?
Maybe. I'm Max Lau, cell case specialist.
No kidding. I'm the lab director, Dr. Zvidzai Chigwa. Make it quick, I'm busy.
Hey, Daniel, are you kind of putting together our wheel? If not, maybe now's the time to do that.
Well, since you have control of my computer, I can't do anything.
Ah, all right. Well, let's find out
What's
some
your
stuff,
role
and
here?
then we'll do.
I'm the supervisor for the telepresence factoring labs. Most of it's automatic. I just make sure it's all running like it should.
Sounds like a big responsibility.
It's a lousy job most of the time. TP is where management sticks people they don't want in public-facing roles.
You're not happy with it?
For the last few years, my career has been one disaster after another. I'm just glad it's plateaued into some kind of stability.
Wow, sounds like the soundtrack is taking over the game.
Can we go back to this? I'm kind of.
Just click
well, I guess
done.
we have to. If I do done, can we come back to this later?
Yeah.
Is that all?
Cool. Let's do that.
For now.
Then
Let's.
if you'll excuse me,
I think we
I'll
should
get back to
save
work.
and chat a little bit, and then do our wheel.
Okay, so first of all, we're gonna end of live stream. So first of all, we're gonna switch to this one, and then we're gonna read all of the.
Oh yeah, let's do that. I think I have it.
Donations.
So what are you thinking? Noah? How are you liking this game?
I'm liking it pretty good. I think we're making some good progress.
Thanks so too. It's been fun watching you. You dove in deep today. You were really into it. It's great.
Yeah, had to redeem myself.
Let's see, coffee. I got to find the coffee site, and then I know Daniel probably has it. Why don't I find it, Daniel, and read, and then you could set up the.
Yeah. Okay, I'll set up the.
Let me just get it going here really quick.
For this week.
Notified of messages and payments, not now. But all right, so. And is it in the view details? Where do you see it?
Yeah, you can see it in the feed.
In the feed. There's the feed. I see it. All right, so let's go. No. Maybe I'm not very good at this. I'm seeing coffee out of the post messages. Maybe just messages.
No, there. You can see if you go to the About section in the About tab and scroll down, you can see people have donated. Some of them have messages, some of them have not.
Well, I'm on the home section, my page. Just go to my page. And then the About section. Support. Okay, gotcha. Here we go. So I guess I'm going to go from most recent to last. So Jeffrey writes, I'm a huge fan. Spoonie.
No, you can read Jouex as well. He didn't write anything, but you can read the fact that he donated.
Okay, so Jouex, thank you as always. You will continue to be our number one going into next week. Appreciate that. Elias, thank you so much. Jeffrey writes, I'm a huge fan. Spoonie. It makes me really happy to see Curtis and Craig and the Spoonie one working together. Let's hit that goal. You helped us get there. Thank you. Dan writes, a chance to win free stuff. I heard that, Curtis. We need to make a t-shirt. Did you? I think there was a t-shirt of that at one point. Did you see that going around?
I didn't make it. I don't think. If there was one, it wasn't mine.
Oh man, I saw pictures of it. We should get that resurrected or make a new version of it. Dadaf writes, just want to say I'm silently enjoying the stream. Thank you. Gray Knight, kids in the future seem willing.
Ozzy Azareth just donated and he wrote, thank you thank you all for another great stream. Spoonie, do you think Sheffy can sing to us about how to make hot and cold drinks?
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she sang a song in this game. But that'd be something.
Great night. Kids in the future seem willing to take drastic measures just to watch TikTok videos, only slightly more than they are today. True enough. Patizambo writes, glad to see you, Spoonie. Love the interviews, Daniel. Got a couple of shout outs to you guys. Phil, thanks for streaming, guys. So glad to see Noah live. People have also been commenting quite a bit on how much they like your beard, Noah.
Thank you.
Eternian writes, hey, from France, thanks, Spoonie, to whom I had a good time watching his videos, with, of course, those on Phantasmagoria 2, which are my favorites, and which I see again every year in summer. The Dream, a Phantaz 3 with Adrian, Curtis, and Spoonie in a cameo. Let's make it happen. Tom W3 writes, Paul, I hope that this will get you started with your sliding door. So is that the first one of the day? Thank you. Much love to you, Daniel.
Roberta Williams recently released a new game from her Kickstarter.
Yeah. We played a little bit of it.
Colossal Cave, you mean?
Colossal Cave?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
something.
It's
so
something.
Who knows? She might be willing to do another Phantasmagoria if you asked her nice.
Yeah, possibly. And then Matthew, thank you for your support. And then Yeshu says, into the jar you go. And I think, was that all for today? Yeah, that's all for today. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I think I went back a day. So thanks, guys, very much for that. All right. Did we
yeah, we have
vamp enough for you to get your thing?
I have enough, but the problem is we have super chats and I need to add them manually.
Oh,
Books and Bourbon.
Let me see if I can find those super chats.
Sorry for that. Marcus.
And we had already... There's a super chat from Books and Bourbon who said, glad to see you again this week, Spoonie and all. I think there was just a couple of super chats. Thank you all for using the coffee site.
Ryan Frozen, yeah.
There was another one, but I missed it. And I think we acknowledged it in real time.
Got a huge wheel today.
Huge wheel.
Okay, wheel is ready. Let's do this.
All right.
There.
How far do you guys think?
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just wondering how far we are in this game. What do you think? It feels like we're nowhere near any kind of ending.
I'd say we're nearing a halfway point, but I don't know.
That feels about right.
Yeah. Who knows at this
point? Are you...
the game might end abruptly.
That's true. You willing to come back, Noah?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. There we go. Big spin. Oh, which the new one just came in.
New one.
Neo.
Super chat.
Neo Rambler asks if you'd like to play Snatcher on stream. He probably doesn't know what Snatcher is. That is a very old game. Back from the days of the old Sega CD. That would be very difficult to get running. Not impossible, but difficult.
Snatcher. Give me a quick. What is it?
Snatcher is about, from what I recall, you play a cop, and you're in a cyberpunk future where there are deadly robots that abduct and take the place of human beings.
Body
and it's your job to find them, called Snatchers, yeah.
Nice.
I believe that's the game.
That's great. I remember it.
Like I said, very old.
Are we ready to spin the wheel?
Oh yeah, let's spin it.
Yes.
Yeah.
3 times.
Got a lot of people. How many are those?
Ones.
If I can, it's kind of small, so you might have to tell us who that. It looks like it's maybe Scorpio, maybe Crazy Borg. Right said Brett, super close, but it's going to go to Adam Summerfield. Boom. Congratulations, Adam. So if you are on the stream today, we'll reach out to you either way via email, and you can let us know what game you want. We have a number of options. Do you want to talk us through those games again, Daniel?
Yeah, I'll read them all.
Okay, coffee supporter. CJ Scorpio. Yeah, Scorpio looks like. Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, got a wow from somebody. All right, I have one more.
Big money, big money.
Ozzy Jwex. It's gonna be Elias. Elias?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Cool.
Congratulations.
So from our options today, we have Darkside Detective, Broken Sword 2, Legend of Kyrendia, Gabriel Knight 2, Monkey Island 2, The Dig, The Blackwell Legacy, Dude Where's My Beer, Terminal Madness, Stellar Mess, Blood Nova, Murderous Muses, and more.
There's a ton of these that we haven't played, that you may have played, but I haven't played.
I haven't played many of those, no.
Some
Some of them,
fun.
like Monkey Island 2, yeah, but
we'll put you on the wheel next time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's our show for today, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm really enjoying this game. Really enjoying watching Noah dive in and find all the clues.
Being laser focused.
Yeah. So happy weekend, everyone. Hope you have a great week. Yeah.
Want to do a live? I want to do really well. So you have me back.
We will. Well, I think next week, as far as I know, my schedule is such that I can continue on Friday. We'll check in with you, Noah. I don't want you to. If you're available now, great. But we'll double check with you later next week to make sure that's good, and we'll go from there. All right. All right, guys. Happy weekend. See you later.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, take it easy. Bye. Not sure.